right, everybody, how you doing? Got a video for you today. Today I am weighing every single Zippo from every model, every timepiece that I have in my collection that I can add to the video. Just as like a basically a historical thing to go back and so everybody knows. Uh, People are asking this, and so I just wanted to make a video for it. And before you do, don't forget to become a member. We're giving away Zippo Mafia silver rings. As you can see, that's stainless steel. That's what silver looks like. And you'll see I'm weighing a silver Zippo later. You'll see it in the video. So become a member. Link down below in the description and in the comments. But anyway, so let's get on. We'll turn the scale on. All right, we're good to go. I've already checked it, so I know it's good. Now, this isn't a point scale, so if it's just a little under the 1 gram, it'll be like a 1 gram discrepancy for anybody who weighs it with a to the point scale. So we're just going to start off with the Classic Zippo. We're going to go through some years there, and we're going to find out how it's changed over the time. And I even got a silver one. We'll see how much the silver one weighs. So we'll start off. This is a 2022, I believe. Oh, no, this one's the 05. So this one's 05 case, chrome. Let's see how much it weighs. 29 grams. Okay. So we got that. 29 grams for just the regular one that they sell now. But let's see how it does. Let's see how that compares with a 90s chrome. I got the camel one here, both sides. Let's see how that compares with the 90s chrome. Okay, so it's 28 grams. They're not far off, but it's 28 grams because there's engraving in the thing. So it's just taking that little bit of weight off. So just remember that engravings and things like that will have just about a 1 gram weight discrepancy. That's not bad. All right, so let's move to the next one. So now we're going to go back in time. Let's see how much a 1952 Korean War Zippo has. Nickel silver insert. Look at that. It almost looks like it's silver. That's why they call it nickel silver, but it's just copper and nickel mixed together. They call it white copper also. So here she is. This is from Dependable Flame. If you know him, go give him a subscribe and a like. He's a cool guy. So this is made out of steel. This isn't made out of brass. And this is 1952. I think it might be lighter because it's steel. I think steel's lighter than brass. Let's see. It is. So 25 grams. Okay, so this one is 3 grams lighter, but I'll guarantee you that it's probably 20 grams tougher. You know, it's steel over the brass, but steel does rust and things like that. You got to keep up on it and keep track of it. So just watch out for that. Now let's move up a few years. Let's go to the 60s. So this is a 63 to 69 Niagara Falls. You can't really tell which one, but they're the exact same as the American 60 Zippo, so there's nothing to worry about. It's all the same, so it'll all weigh the same. 31 grams. So in the 60s, a chrome Zippo weighed 31 grams. In my hand, it felt heavier. I didn't think it was going to be that much heavier. So that's the jump they made. And then now, let's go to this is from Anthony Amato. Let's go to a solid silver Zippo from the 90s. It's just, and like I said, these are all classic styles. The classic styles all started with that Korean War one. So this is just a regular solid silver Zippo. 34 grams. So you're getting more beef with the solid silver Zippo. We know that much. And just keep note of how much that weighs because we got other silver Zippos that are going to be coming up on the scale too. So 34 grams for the 90s regular classic. And don't forget, it is engraved on both sides. So you might even be able to add an extra gram to that if you had just a solid silver one, no engravings at all. All right, so we have now moved through the classic design. Now let's get on to matte because there is a lot with the matte. So first thing we'll do is we will compare a brand new matte to the original matte that came out in 1984 and the 90s matte. I actually haven't opened this one yet, so I'll have to open this one. So this is also an unboxing. Oh, how nice. How nice. Okay. Put that down there. No, the sticker's going to throw it off. Okay. All right. 1 second here. I didn't even think of that. I honestly didn't want to take the sticker off, but here we are. It happens. Had to take it off, though. It has to be accurate. Okay. So this is a new 2020 mat. 29 grams. All right. So it seems a Zippo with matte is basically the same weight as a Zippo with chrome from back in the day. So 29 grams for a new one. Now, let's take a, while I'm getting the other one, let's take a guess and see what the, the original, how heavy was the original? Let's see now. So this is a 1985 camo. It is the matte. It's this exact same thing as the matte they would have did, but they had to paint it with camo because the black matte was so popular in 84 that they came out with camo in 85. 28 grams. Oh, actually lighter. Huh. Now, I wonder if it's because there's some matte worn off, maybe. So let's take that in consideration, that the hinge is put back on. There is some matte worn off. Just to keep us thinking about it. Just to be fair. Now, let's see what a 90s mat is. Let's see how much the 90s weigh. Oh, that one's in there. This is the 90s. It's hard to tell, but you can see it in there. It is. So let's see what a 90s one weighs. 30. Ooh. Ooh, so the 1990s mat is heavier than the new mat and heavier than the original too if you added that gram on for the paint. Huh. Wow. That is very interesting. Okay. So now 540s also kind of fall into the mat. So now we're going to get into some 540s. So let's weigh a new 540. This is my Wolf one. 30 grams. So a new 540 weighs as much as an old black mat. But now let's see how much an old 540 weighs. And I got two of them here to choose from because I didn't know which one to exactly choose. But we got the Orange Joe Camel. I would say this is more closer to a matte than a 540. And it is also had hinge repair, so it is missing a little paint and it's been chipped off over years. Let's see. 30. Weighs 30. Very interesting. Okay, but now this one is more closer to a 540 actually. So let's weigh this, and these were both 90s. These are given to me by Jeremy, Zippo Daily Fix, good friend. This one feels like it's going to weigh a lot more. It does. 31 grams. 31 grams. Yeah, so it does weigh just a little more, but it's got a thicker coating on it, and you could really see it and really feel it too. It's got like some sort of clear coating on it, feels like too. It's like a rubberized coating, really heavy. I like that one. All right. So that concludes any of the mats versus the 540s. And then just for the hell of it, I do got one. It's just a candy apple red with the coating, with the clear coat on it. So let's see how much that weighs, just to throw it in. Okay, 30. So it's coming in heavier than a mat made today. So this is a little bit of heavier, but you can add coatings to that. All right, so now obviously there's no solid silvers for a Zippo like that. We're going to move on to the armors. So I got a brand new armor here in the box. Okay, but I did open it and take it out. All right, so high polished chrome, brand new armor. Let's see how much it weighs. 39 grams. So they weigh about 10 grams more than their counterpart, right? Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that's just the regular armor. Now, let's bring that to the solid silver armor. There's got to be a weight difference. It just feels like there really would be. So let's see. Solid silver armor. The creme de la creme. Ooh, love this lighter. And like I said, you can see how just silver has that white glow, man. Yeah, it's got fingerprints on it. Clean it up. Probably going to keep this one out and just use it. All right, so let's see how much the armor solid silver weighs. 46 grams. Ooh. Now compared to a regular armor, that's quite a difference. And you could really feel it on that too. I really, really enjoy the armor sterling silver. This is the original one I bought in 2017. Just amazing, amazing piece. I'm probably going to just bring that out, man. It's already all worked in and scratched. What else can happen to it? Leaving it out. I'm going to put it back in the box right now. But like, I mean, I'm leaving that out because I'm going to be using that. Definitely using that. I miss using the silver. So that's just basically the difference between armors. I don't have a coated armor of any kind, so I can't really weigh one. Actually, I do have a antique silver one, but it's buried deep in there. I'm not going in there now. We move on to the 41 replicas. Okay, so let's start off with a black crackle. This should be heavier than the brass one. 31 grams for a black crackle 41. Okay, good to know. Not surprised there. But let's move on to just a brass 41. No chrome, no nothing. $29. So adds 2 grams weight down to the bear. I would bet that a chrome 41 weighs pretty much a gram more than that. That's all it would really be. I just wanted to see what the brass down to the bear brass weighed. So now let's check out this 41 solid silver. Okay, so this one is gifted to me by T-Man's parents. Rest in peace, T-Man. We love you, buddy. Hashtag T-Man. Definitely miss you. And this one's for you, bud. This is the one his parents gifted me. I have opened it. This is the one I opened on video. And there's a little scratch in it. I will be leaving this out now, too. I'm going to switch back and forth between the silver 41 and the silver armor. And I have a master plan where I'm going to use the nickel silver insert to swap out between. What a beautiful lighter. Absolutely love that lighter. 41, solid sterling silver. I wish I had the one that had the patent number. T-Man did. All right, so let's see how much it weighs. 35. So a lot less than the armor, obviously, but that's expected. But a lot more than the regular. Like the bear one was 28. The bear brass one's 28. This one's 35. So quite a bit of difference when you're moving from brass to silver. I just wanted to show, people that and how that actually worked. So now we move on to the final few Zippos to end this. Still going, man. I'm just loving the look of that 41. Oof. Yeah, I'm glad I'm keeping that out. I decided to use them because I got 2 that are unopened, just sitting there. So might as well use these ones. T-Man would want it. That's for sure. So I'm gonna leave these 2 silvers out because I am going to use them. But I got to get all this stuff put away in the bottom of the box, like I do for the armor. That's why you didn't see all that stuff. It's just under the plastic. All right, so that settles that. Now, 35 replica. We're only going to go with the one. This is my custom The Wolf one. 28. So the 35 replica is pretty light. If it had all the chrome, it'd probably be 29. So we're seeing a common pattern here with the zips. Now let's move on to some vintage looks. So we got my custom Venom one here. This is a newer one, so we'll go from new to old. 28. So like I said, if it had all the chrome, you could probably say 29. These Zippos all seem to be weighing the same thing. Now, this is actually the Zippo from the intro in my videos. This is the Zippo I did that trick on. And it's also an older one because it still has the patent number. The new ones don't have that. They say vintage look. So let's see how much that weighs with all the chrome. Whew. So were the older ones lighter? But it's not that old. It's like, what year did that say on there? 17. Yeah, it's 2017. It's not really even that old. But, you know, when people say, hey, they feel like their Zippos are getting thinner and thinner every year. All right, so that's the vintage looks. Now let's go on to the last one, the 32 replica. We have no idea how much a real 32 weighed because I don't have one, but here's the replica. Let's see what it does. 44 grams, almost as much as an armor silver. It weighs quite a bit. As much as a 41 silver, that's for sure. And that is the 32 replica. This is Dylan's, my man. And now, before I end the video, I just wanted to add in a couple things. The few Zippos I didn't get to weigh, if you guys want to weigh them and let me know down in the comments, is a genuine 2003 titanium Zippo. Never got the weight on that. And copper Zippo, just a regular one. And then an armor copper, because those two Zippo has. So just to see how much the armor copper weighed and the regular copper, and eventually if anyone's got the titanium one. So thanks everybody. Take care. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.